Thank you. We have here some graphs, we know them. This is, we call it parallelogram, triangle, trapezoid, circle. So these are, you should know the formulas of finding the area of each one of them. I'll start with the first one, the parallelogram, give you the formula and give you an example. So prepare your copybook, write the formula here, here, and the example in your copybook. Okay, guys? So the first figure here is the parallelogram. The parallelogram. Okay? Now the parallelogram, guys, has two dimensions. Has two dimensions. Base, B means base, and its height. Its height, H. H means height. Okay, guys? So we have base, we have height. A equal area of the parallelogram, the formula of the parallelogram's areas. A equal BH. BH means B multiply H. So the first graph in your book here, you have the parallelogram, write the formula of its area here. A equal BH. BH means B multiply H. Okay, guys? Now, for example, look here. For example, a parallelogram with base, let's say 10 meter, and height, let's say 6 meter. What it is area? What its area? This is the parallelogram, base, height, the area is BH. So if we have the base 10 meter and the height 6 meter, how we find the area of the parallelogram? We write the formula and apply it. So A equal BH. This is the formula. Equal under equal, guys. This is our strategy. Equal under equal. The base is given 10 meters. And between B and H, nothing, means multiply. H is given 6 meters. So A equal BH means 10 multiply 6 means 60. And the unit, it's the same, meter power 2. Okay, guys, this is the first graph or the first polygon we will talk about, the parallelogram. Base, height, and the formula is A equal BH. The formula, write it in the square in your book. And the example, please write it in your copybook. A parallelogram with base 10 meter and height 6 meter. What is area? A equal BH, 10 by 6, 60 meter power 2. This is the first graph. The first graph is the parallelogram. Right here, A equal, and A is capital, please, BH. The second graph is the triangle. The second graph is the triangle. The triangle. Now the triangle, focus guys, the triangle is half of the parallelogram, means if we make a diagonal here, we have two triangles. So the triangle is half of the parallelogram. If we have a triangle, guys, with base B, and here the height H, we can find the area. The formula is half BH. This is the area of the triangle. Half multiply the base, multiply the height. By the way, guys, I need to focus on the height thing here. The height, how we know the height? This is not the height here. This is not the height. The height should always have right angle at the end. Don't forget that. So if the parallelogram, for example, this side given 9 centimeter, it has nothing with the area. I need the base and the height. The height intersect the base, okay? So this side here, not included in our area. The height has right angle at the end. So be careful about this height. And this height also. Look here, the height has a right angle and the height intersect with the base. So here guys, the triangle A equal half BH. A equal half BH. For example, if we have this triangle here with base 12 meter and height, let's say 5 meter. Find the area. Find the area. So we write the formula. A equal half BH. I'll write the formula. Always write the formula. Always. Half BH equals half multiply B, which is a 12, multiply H, which is 5. Now calculate normally numbers. Now here, half of a 12, 6 multiply 5, 30, and the unit is in meter or 2. So until now, we have the parallelogram and the triangle. The area of the parallelogram, BH. The half of it, the half of the parallelogram, gives the triangle half BH. See the relationship between them? It's only half here. Means the triangle is half of a parallelogram. Now to find the areas, guys, of these graphs, always we write the formula and apply. Write the formula and apply. This is how we find the area of the parallelogram and the area of the triangle. The third one now in your book here. So here you will write A equal PH. Here you will write A equal half PH. And the examples in your book. Now what we call this graph, guys, we call it trapezoid. Trapezoid, focus. This is important one. The trapezoid. The trapezoid. Now this is a trapezoid, guys. This we call it trapezoid. Here we have base. Here we have two bases. I will call this one B1, base 1, and here B2, base 2. And the distance between them with right angle, we call it the height of it. So we have two bases and height in the trapezoid. Now to find the area, look here guys, A equal, please memorize the formulas. A equal bracket B1 plus B2 multiply H all over 2. Or without over 2, you can write it in a different way, like this one. Half multiply B1 plus B2, and the bases are inside a bracket, don't forget that. All multiply by height, like this one. This is the formula of the trapezoid. So in the trapezoid, we have two bases, and by the way, the two bases are parallel to each other. And the distance between them ended with right angle here and here, or if you count, we call it the height. The area of finding of the area of the trapezoid, half multiply the sum of the bases inside the bracket, multiply the height of the trapezoid. For example, focus here, guys, please. A trapezoid with B1 equals 10 centimeter, B2 equals 7 centimeter, and height equals 12 centimeter. Find it is area. A trapezoid with B1 10, B2 7, and height 12. find its area. We follow the formula. First step, write the formula. A equal half B1 plus B2 H multiply here, we show like this. This is equal half B1 10. So here I'll put 10 plus B2 7 multiply the height, which is 12. Now we have numerical expression, calculate it. This is equal half 10 plus 7, 17, multiply 12 over 1 over 1, multiply and divide on 2. It will be 6 by 17, 2, 4, 10, 102, and the unit is centimeter, square centimeters like this. This is the trapezoid, guys. This is the area of the trapezoid. Write it here beside it, please, and copy the example. So until now we have trapezoid, triangle, and parallelogram. Copy. Until now, if you have any questions, put your hands, please. If you don't have, remove your hands so I can manage, please. Yazan. Then Omar.
Mister, we have to memorize all the formulas.
Yep, sure.
Okay.
It's important. That's why I started with them. The book leaves them empty for you, see?
Yeah.
The book leaves them empty. What's this mean, guys? This means that you took these formulas before. It's like kind of revision. Why do you took these formulas, guys? Because in our lesson, we use them. We use them, okay? Look here, guys.
There is sound.
Took these formulas, guys, because in our lesson we will use them. Without these formulas, we will not understand this lesson. So please copy the formulas and memorize them very well. Until now, we took the parallelogram, the triangle, and the trapezoid. Still the circle. We already know the circle. We took it a few days ago, but we will remind it. We will revise it now. This is the trapezoid, guys. Omar.
Yes, mister.
Yes,
No,
any
sorry.
question?
I raised it by mistake. Sorry.
No, it's okay. Any question, guys? Any question? If you have any questions, you can ask me before I continue.
Oh, mister, and yeah, a fast question. In the triangle, its area equals half base multiply height, right?
Exactly. Half BH.
I wrote them all on the paper.
Good. Write them here, guys, here in the box, so you can memorize them always. This is the parallelogram, guys. If you didn't have time to copy, I will pass it through them quickly so you can copy the formula and the base, please. It's easy, BH. So it's easy one. Here the triangle. Here the trapezoid. Now let's move.
The last one.
This one.
No, the last one.
This is the last one. Right. Let's talk about the circle. We know the area of the circle. We took it before, a few days ago, right?
Yes.
Yeah, the circle. Now we know that the circle has radius or diameter. The area of the circle, we said, I think on Wednesday or Tuesday, pi r power 2, we know that. For example, a circle with radius equal 10 meter, the area will be pi r power 2. The pi 3.14 multiply r, which is 10 to the power 2. means 3.14 multiply 10 multiply 10 means 314. This is a question from the assignment, I think. 314 what, guys? Meter to the power 2. Okay. So the circle, we know it. We took it before. Just write the formula on the book. Write the example if you want. So until now, what we have, guys? We have the parallelogram, triangle, trapezoid, circle. It's still two figures. They are easy figures, and they are not written in your book here, but they are special cases from the parallelogram, which are the rectangle and the square. The rectangle and the square. We took rectangle and the square before. The rectangle, guys. The rectangle, we know it. It is a parallelogram, by the way. But what's the difference between the rectangle and the parallelogram? The difference is one thing. In these, all four angles are right angles. This is, we call it rectangle. It has two dimensions. Length, we call it L, and width, we call it W. Rectangle, length, width. Now, the area of it is length multiply width. Length multiply width. Then we have the square. The square. And I want to tell you something. The square and the rectangle, they are special cases from their father. Their father is the parallelogram, okay? Let's assume that this is the father, and the rectangle and the square are its son or his sons. Now, this is the rectangle. What's the difference between the parallelogram? The four angles should be right angles. But in the square, what's the difference? The four angles are equal, 90, 90, 90, 90, and the sides all are equal. Here, the lengths are equal, the widths are equal. Here, it has one dimension, S, and S is the side length. What's the area of it? The area of the square is S power 2, means S multiply S, equal S multiply S. This is the area of the square. So here the area of the rectangle, length by width, the area of the square, S by S, or S power 2. For example, a rectangle with length equal 6 meter and width equal 8 meter. Find its area. Equal length times width, the formula. Apply it. Length is 6, width is 8, 48 meter to the power of 2. Example, a square with S 9 meters. S, what is S? The side length. In the square, we need only the S, but in the rectangle, we need the length and the width to find the area. In the circle, we need what? Only radius or diameter and divided it by 2, we know that. In the trapezoid, we need base 1, base 2, and height. In the triangle, we need the base and the height. In the parallelogram, we need the base and the height also. So let's go back here. A square with S equal 9 meter means the side length is 9. What's its area? A equal S power 2 means S multiply S means 9 multiply 9, which is 81 meter per 2. With the square, I finished my figures, which you need to memorize their formulas for each one of them. Add the rectangle and the square in your book here. Here you have space to write. So add the square, add the rectangle, and you have these four. So we have four figures here, and you will add two. So we will have together six figures. Number one, parallelogram. Let's revise it quickly. The parallelogram, it has base height. The area is base multiply height. Number two, the triangle. It has base height. The area is half multiply base height. The trapezoid, number three. It has base 1, base 2, and height. The formula A equal half multiply bracket base 1 plus base 2 multiply height. Number 3, the circle. It needs radius only, A equal pi r power 2. Number 4, the rectangle, length by width. Number 6, 1, 2, 3. No, this is 4, sorry. This is 5. Number 6, the square, S by S. Hope you copy the formulas in your book and you copy the examples. Now using these, what we will do, guys, using these figures here, which we revise them all, we will do our composite figures. Now, what's the meaning of composite figure? Means a figure without name. Like, for example, this one. We don't know the name of this. I don't know the name of this. It has no formula. But this we call it composite figure. This we call it composite figure. Now, to find the area of it, what we will do, guys, we will divide it into known figures. Like if I make here a line, what I will have? I will have rectangle and square together. We don't know the name of it. To find the area, we will divide this figure to known figures. Known figures means figures from these figures, which we did here. So if we know these figures, you can find the area of the composite figures. So let's go to example 1. Page 468. And please focus with me, guys, please. Now, please watch the video again. Try to copy as much as you want. Now, just give me a second. I want to take pictures here. Give me a second, please. Okay. Now, I'll go to example 1, guys. Example 1, page 468. Now, let's read this example together with Faris. Read it, Faris.
Okay.
Do you understand everything until now, ya Faris?
Yes, I understand.
Yalla, read example 1.
Okay. Example 1. Area of composite figures. Ayana is painting a sign made from a piece of
Reclaimed wood with
the dimensions shown.
What is the area? Good. This is the sign, guys. I will graph the sign on the board. We have something like this. This is the sign, right?
Yeah.
Now, I will write the values there. Here we have 14.5 down, right? Down here, guys, we have 14.5 inch. Check.
Yeah.
And here what we have, ya Faris?
4 inches.
Huh?
4 inches.
4 inches. And this here, guys, from here, all of it, from
20,
the head of the
yeah.
triangle to the end of the figure. What's the distance here? The length.
20.75 inch.
20.74 inch. Good.
No, 5.
ركز يا فارس. What we have here?
20.75.
Yeah. 20.75 inch. Now, let's take a look to this figure. Do we know the name of this figure, yeah, Paris?
No.
No, we don't know it. We don't know. What's this figure? We don't know it. We call it composite figure, means it has more than one figure. How many figures here we can divide it at, mister?
2.
Two figures. The first one here, what we call it? This one.
This the rectangle.
Rectangle. I will call it A1. I will call it what?
A1.
A1. A1 is rectangle. This one here is rectangle. But what's the area 2?
Triangle.
This is a triangle. So we have rectangle and the triangle. And I gave you the triangle and I gave you what? The rectangle, right? So
Yeah.
we have rectangle and the triangle. But before we start solving, guys, before we start solving, be sure that you have the wanted dimensions or the needed dimensions to find the areas. Means in the rectangle, what we need, yeah, to find the area, what we need?
You need to find the area of each
Do
figure.
you see the board, Yabni?
Yeah, I see the board.
I'm asking you now a question. In finding the area of the rectangle, what we need to find it?
The area.
Mashi, what we need to find the area of the rectangle?
The length and width.
Good. So if we have the length and the width of the rectangle, we can find the area, right?
Yeah.
But here, in this rectangle, do we have the length and the width?
Yeah.
Yes, this is the length and this is what?
The width.
So area 1, I can find it. I can find it. خلاص?
Yeah.
طب area 2, what we have here? Triangle, مش هيك؟
Yeah.
طب in the triangle, what we need to find the area?
We need the height and the
Base.
B.
Base.
Base.
So we need the base and the height. Now,
Height.
do we have base or the height in this triangle here?
No.
No, we don't. So we need to find it from the given information. Look here, this side is the same of this side, right?
Yeah.
So if this is 4 inch, how much this will be?
4 inch.
4 inch, they are the same, right? So
Yeah.
here, 4 inch. The 4 is what? This, what is this for the triangle? It is the base, wala la?
The base, yeah, the base.
Now I need this height. I don't know the height of it, right?
Okay. Yeah.
Now all of it, the triangle and the rectangle together is 20.75. I want the height of the triangle only. What I will do?
Divide. Oh no, I mean multiple. Like. Wait.
Look here, Yabni. The triangle and the rectangle together, it is this, right?
Yeah.
I want the triangle only. The triangle only. I want this part only. What I will do? I will subtract, guys. I will cut this. And this the same of 14.5. I will cut it from the 20. Is still what? The triangle only.
Triangle,
Get it?
yeah.
The 20.75 minus 14.5, how much?
6.25.
Let me check, Billah. Let me check. We have a 20.75 minus 14.5. It is 6.25. ممتاز.
Yeah.
Good. Now look at the board, guys. Look here, please. Area 1, length by width, ready. Area 2, the triangle. The base is the same of the width. And the height is the same of this. This is the whole except the rectangle. The length of the rectangle is 14.5. I cut it, I subtracted it from the whole. The remainder, what is left, is 6.5. It is for what? The triangle. Do you understand that?
Yeah.
Now we are ready to find the areas. I'm sure that the all dimensions are here. So A equal, what's A now? A is the whole area.
Yeah.
كلها. A equal A1 plus A2, right?
Yeah.
A1 is for the rectangle, مش هيك؟
Yeah.
What's the area of the rectangle?
Length and width.
اسمع لا تحكي and شيلي and هذه اقرأ
Oh, length multiply width.
and من وين جبتها and هذه؟ من وين؟
Sorry.
A equal A1 guys length multiply width. Write the formulas to make it easy for you. Plus A2, what we have in A2? Triangle. What's the area of the triangle?
Half multiply base multiply height.
Half BH.
Yeah.
Now, let's replace with numbers. The length of the rectangle is 14.5, not this number. This number is the whole.
Yeah.
I want the rectangle only, 14.5 here.
10.5
Multiply the width,
multiply
how much?
4.
4. Plus, half comes down, multiply. The base of the triangle is the same of the 4, right?
Yeah.
هذه 4. Multiply the height, we calculated it 6.25.
Yeah.
Normal numbers, multiply, add, whatever, divide. The answer should be 58 plus 12.5, 70.5. 70.5 what? The same
Inch.
unit, inch to the power 2.
40. Yeah.
This is how we deal with example 1. I divided it into 2 known figures. I calculate each one by depending on the given formulas. That's why these formulas are important, because without them, you cannot calculate the composite figures. That's why I gave it at the first. So study these figures very well, guys. And tomorrow, inshallah, we'll continue in these examples. And that's all. If you have any questions, for sure, you can ask me tomorrow. You don't have homework today. Just copy these formulas. Watch the video again, study them very well, memorize them, study example 1 from here, not from the book. Here is more easier than the book. And that's all for today. Thank you so much. Have a good day.